welcome. Now, I am just getting ready to go and exfoliate my skin. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be cleansing, exfoliating. I'm also going to be using a facial mask. What I'm going to do, however, I'm going to use the same thing to cleanse my face, to exfoliate my skin, and also to use it as a facial mask. My base for this recipe is rice. I'm using some brown rice today, but you can use whatever type of rice you have. I'm going to make a mixture that is good for washing the face, getting rid of grease and dirt from the skin. The same mixture I'm going to use to exfoliate my face, to get rid of dead skin cells, also to get rid of the blackheads and whiteheads and clean out those pores. And once I'm done exfoliating, I'm going to rinse my face with some cold water, and then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to take the same mixture and I'm going to use it on my face as a facial mask to draw out the impurity from my skin, to just get rid of all of the toxin from my skin. It's a facial mixture that you all can whip up in your kitchen. So what are you waiting for? Follow me to my kitchen. I'm going to share the full detailed recipe, and I'm also going to share some tips on how to use this on your skin for best result. Now, before I jump in the kitchen, guys, I just want you to know that the Khichi Beauty skincare line is here. If you want to shop the Khichi Beauty skincare line, look right here. Here it is, alexmaxey.com. We have collagen cream. We have retinol cream. We have hyaluronic acid. We also have vitamin C serums. We also have retinol serums. We have a facial mask. We have facial toners. We have facial cream. We have a wide variety of products that is good for your skin, and guess what, they're all natural ingredients. So as a matter of fact, after you apply this remedy on your skin as a facial mask, while you sit for the 30 minutes with it on your skin, browse alexmaxey.com. With that said, support your girl by sharing it on your social media page. Now let's get in the kitchen and start whipping this up.
So today I'm going to start off with a small bowl. And my first ingredient is going to be rice. Today I'm using brown rice. You can use white rice, purple rice, black rice. Use whatever rice you have for this recipe. We're using the rice for its antioxidant. Antioxidants that will help to replenish and repair the skin. Antioxidant that will revitalize the skin and leave the skin looking younger and fresher. It also contains skin firming properties that will help to reduce wrinkles and fine lines, lift, tighten, and firm the skin. It also helps to refreshes the skin, and rice enzyme in use in a wide variety of anti-aging skincare products. So we're going to be using about 3 tablespoons of the rice. Now what we're going to do with this rice, we are going to be blending to a powdered form. So in order to do this, you can use a grinder or you can choose to use a small blender like I am using here. So go ahead and pour about 3 tablespoons of the rice in your grinder or your blender. And now what we're going to do, we are going to blend this to a powder consistency. So go ahead and blend. This is going to take about 2 to 3 minutes to be powdered form. Not to worry, that is exactly how you want it to be. So continue to blend, and after blending, take a look. Here I have our blended rice powder. Blend to a fine granules that you can use on the skin. This you can use to make other natural remedies for your skin. Lift, tighten, and firm while hydrating and replenishes and repairing. So now that we have our blender empty, we're going to pour back some of the rice in the blender. I'm going to use about 4 tablespoons of the blended rice, adding this to the blender. Next, I'm reaching for some basil leaves. Today I'm using dry basil leaves. However, if you have fresh basil, go ahead and use it in this recipe. We're using the basil for its antibacterial properties, its vitamin A, vitamin C, and even vitamin A antioxidant. When you use basil on the skin, whether fresh or dry, it helps to clear pigmentation from the skin. It also helps to reduce wrinkles and fine lines on the skin. Great to use as a facial scrub or in your homemade DIY skincare products. This is also good for reducing puffy under eyes and dark under eye circles. I'm going to use about 1 tablespoon of the basil leaf. If you're using fresh basil, go ahead and use about 2 tablespoons of chopped basil leaves. Now that we have our rice and basil leaf in the blender, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach for some honey. Honey helps to lock moisture in the skin. It is widely used in skincare products. When you use honey on the skin, it not only hydrates the skin, but it locks all of that moisture in the skin to keep the skin soft, smooth, and supple. Today I'm going to use about a teaspoon, run about a half to a teaspoon of the honey. I prefer raw honey for this recipe. However, use whatever you have at home. Next, I'm reaching for some milk, and I'm using the milk for its exfoliating properties. Milk is rich in lactic acid, help to lighten, brighten, and remove dead skin cells from the surface of the skin. For this recipe, if you do not have milk, you can choose to use soy milk, almond milk, or even some coconut milk. Bear in mind that they are not rich in lactic acid as the milk do. I'm going to reach for about 3 tablespoons of the milk, and I'm going to pour this in. Now, if you're using any other milk, go ahead and use about 3 tablespoons. Now, once we get the milk in the bowl, we now have some rice, we have some basil leaf, we have some honey, and we have some milk, and we're going to blend this all together. We're going to blend this to a creamy consistency. If while you're blending you find that it's a little bit too watery, you can also go ahead and add a little bit more rice to it. So continue to blend. You're going to blend for about 3 minutes or so, depending on the power of your blender. Now, once this is done, we're going to reach for a small glass bowl, and I'm going to pour mine in. Use whatever bowl you have, and take a look how rich and creamy this is. This is so good, guys, because you can choose to use this as a facial wash, as a facial scrub, and even as a facial mask. It's a mask that you can use daily on the skin. You have textured skin, you have a lot of blackheads and whitehead, you have grease and dirt on the skin, you're looking for bright skin, you're looking to clear your skin, and you want it done really fast. This recipe is for you. So now I'm going to pour this in my storage jar. Now, you can choose to use this at room temperature, or you can choose to use it chill on the skin. Now, go ahead and take a little bit of this, use it to wash your face, rub it all over your face in circular motion, rinse with cold water. Use it as a facial scrub by exfoliating the skin in circular motion for about 2 to 3 minutes. Also, don't forget to focus on the neck. So you exfoliate, and then when you're done, you rinse off with cold water. Rinse off with cold water. Take a look in the mirror on your skin and be blown away, because this is what this is gonna do for you. It's gonna nourish, protect, brighten, and lighten the skin. Now, store the leftover in the refrigerator since we have the milk in it. Now, you want to use this up within about 3 to 4 days for best result. You can also choose to substitute the milk and leave any other liquid that you use, such as orange juice, cranberry juice, or any of those juice you can add to this recipe. So go ahead, whip this one up, make it and use it on the skin for an entire week, and come back and leave a comment. Store the leftover in the refrigerator and keep it for up to 3 to 4 days max.